What's going on, everyone? Got a really cool video for you today. This is going to be some Gucci stuff for your AK. This is a brand new optic to me. It's been on the market for a little while. When I first saw it, I knew that I had to have one. It was just a little difficult to adapt to an AK when it first came out. Now there are multiple options to adapt this particular red dot to an AK. So today's video is about the Trijicon SRO. Physically smaller than the aim points, the primary arms micro dots, a little bit larger than the RMR. It's a nice like stopgap between the two. Big field of view, circular field of view, super clear, comes in multiple MOAs. This is a 1 MOA. You guys know Trijicon, they come out with all different kinds of sizes on their dots, and like chevrons, dots, green, yellow, red, everything. This is just a small 1 MOA red dot. And I specifically wanted that because I wanted to mount this on a rifle. I want to be able to shoot out to long distance by turning the brightness on this down really, really low and really making that thing sharp and crisp. So right off the bat, guys, I know a lot of you are going to ask, how is this thing mounted? If you haven't already seen, I have a full video on this. This is called a sabrewerks KOP. I'll put the link down below. You can see, I tell you everything about these things, guys. It's a great new modular way to start mounting optics on an AK. You don't need your side rail, so if you don't have one, this is a neat little install. So go check that out. But that's how we have it mounted. So we tried to get this thing square in the middle of the gun, and I think we did a really good job of that. It's awesome. It really is awesome. Let's take some shots with this thing, and I'll kind of try to convey to you just how quick and sharp this red dot is. So what I like to compare these things to is how they would do at a match. So typically we have targets about that size. You're doing a lot of run and gun. Your heart rate's increased. You've got to get on your sights quick. You got to make 2 hits on that paper quick, and move on. Typically 3-gun scoring is just 2 anywhere on the target. And sometimes there is IDPA scoring where you actually have zones. So we're going to think 3-gun scoring. We're going to try to put 2 shots on target as quick as possible from a low ready. And we're going to see how quick and fast this red dot is. It's a good test of that. Man, it just comes up to the eye so nice. Even with the stock, which, is nice. But with like a nice Magpul stock with a nice cheek weld, I'm really used to coming up to that and landing my cheek. But man, that red dot sits in such a good spot on this gun. So much bigger than an RMR. The dot's crisper because I got a 1 MOA. It's a badass little red dot. Let's keep going. On target. On target. Those two were almost touching. Wow. We're honestly stringing closer to the center. I'm going to walk you guys in when we're done. I'm trying to keep everything as close to center as possible. Usually that second shot, your riding recoil might come up to the right a little bit. Man, dot is so easy and fast to find. Okay, so 15 yards, tracking the red dot as quickly as I can, pulling off the shots really as quickly as I can, making sure that dot was somewhere on the target. Keep in mind, guys, this looks wild, but at a match, you are literally running and gunning. They mean it when they call it that. So for me to run by, find that red dot, pop, pop, hit 2 shots on target. I've got my 2 shots, I've annihilated the target, and I can move on, no points added. Very stinking cool, guys. All right, guys, so far I'm absolutely in love with the new SRO. Awesome. I love the bigger field of view. I love that it's still about the same size as an RMR so far. And it's tracked really fast, really easy today. So now I'm gonna go a little bit closer. I've got 2 targets. I don't know, what are they, 20 feet apart? So a cool drill that I like to do is space targets out pretty far. And if you saw some of our old How to AK videos, the farther you come away from targets where you have to turn, the turns vary. It's a very simple turn. The closer you get to those targets, the whole body has to turn to get to those targets. So I'm gonna move up a little bit, try to put 2 on each target, fast, 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 from low ready, really just to see how fast I could find that red dot. Nice. Man, that red dot's easy to find, guys. It really is. Seems way easier to find than the RMR. Quite a bit of difference, actually. Nice. Another thing I'll say before I keep shooting is there's just not much girth here, so there's really nothing around the red dot obstructing any view. It's a huge benefit to these little reflex sights. Nice, man. I'm gonna really try to speed it up and find that red dot. I'm loving it. I'm just gonna have fun and keep shooting now. Nice, nice red dot, guys. Man. Whew, guys, I gotta tell you, really starting to think this red dot's worth its salt, man. Maybe we got one more in the pipe. Yeah. Oh, man. What a fun red dot to run, guys. Very, very fun. Let this fat kid catch his breath. We'll close this video out. Give you some final thoughts on this thing. And we're back at the man cave. It was like 106 degrees outside, and we'd been running around, and it was just a little much. So having a super light red dot like this that, you know, doesn't have much bigger of a footprint than a Trijicon RMR, which is about as small as you can go, it's pretty awesome. And it just about doubles the field of view through the objective glass there. Wider than an aim point, just awesome. Might not be the most rugged, as people are starting to see. I think a lot of people are cracking lenses on these things, and Trijicon, everywhere you look, really stresses that it's not a duty red dot. It's not for hardcore use. They're really expecting people to put these things on pistols and have a nice day. So I do plan on buying. I know there's a part, I can't remember the name of the company to save my life. You guys will in the comments. I know that there's a company that makes a protective metal guard that somehow mounts onto this optic and, you know, adds like a little skeletal structure to it. So probably gonna look into getting one of those, because I really don't want to break this thing, because they ain't cheap. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to give this thing 2 big thumbs up. I really, really liked it. Time will tell. We'll take it to a match, see what we think. All we've done is a little bit of run and gun. Would be cool to take it to a class, too, to see how we like it. With our arms getting tired, getting our wieners beaten to the ground all day. Thanks for watching. Leave us a comment below. Go follow us on Instagram and Facebook, all those cool places. And come out and shoot a match with us if you ever get the chance. It's a lot of fun. Anyway, guys, we'll see you next time.